There's been a lot of discussion around AI lately, especially with how explosive its growth has been. I mean, just 2 years ago, we were laughing at Will Smith AI barely eating spaghetti, and now AI has become to the point where it's almost unrecognizable for some. Regardless of the outcome, it seems like AI is here to stay, and there's not really much we can do about it. But that won't stop me from complaining about it. Or others just blindly sucking it off. So, I want to weigh in and give my thoughts and takes on AI. I dislike when AI is used as a substitute for human creativity. I acknowledge that I use AI as a tool, especially for the more menial tasks like spell check, auto subtitles, grammar checks, etc., etc. And I already know there's going to be some retard who's like, you're using AI and complaining about AI projection much? As I jerk off the furry ass while typing that. I personally defend these uses of AIs as tools because I still had to create the script and video with my own forethought. I just used the tools to aid in the creation of the video script or whatever instead of relying on AI to completely create and make the video that I was going to make. I can't just open DaVinci Resolve and tell it to make the video for me. I can't type in a few prompts to be like, yes, make the video more entertaining or expressive here. No, I have to know how to use the software to make the video. And even then, I also have to make sure that I am skilled enough to use the tools to make my intended vision, which usually my mind is more grandiose, and I just kind of try and fill in the blanks wherever I can. In the world we live in, I don't expect people to just let go of AI. But there is a part of me that's worried about AI's rapid development. So many people nowadays are just using AI for everything from, again, simple spell checkers to generating whole essays for school, college, whatever. Generating text for friends because of a lack of social skills and awkward just engagement. And now we got people trying to make the next evolution in the art medium with AI. Again, AI as a tool is not a bad thing, and it can help us when it's used in moderation, but it's not being used in moderation. The constant reliance on AI is going to be the downfall for us. A key component for growing as a person is the ability to adapt and overcome to difficult problems in your life. There have definitely been points in our life where we were probably like, fuck, man, I just wish I had the perfect solution for this. But you weren't given it, so you had to adapt and improvise. You'd have had to use your mind and your wits to overcome any issues you've had, and should you have successfully overcome it, you would have improved your critical thinking skills. And because you've improved your critical thinking skills, you're better prepared for the future whenever you have to deal with something that's unexpected or out of your control. Or you didn't solve your issue, but you learned a valuable lesson from your failure. Regardless, you grow as a person and become better for it, because your mind is kind of like a muscle. If you don't use it, it's going to atrophy and it's going to get weaker and weaker. I mean, unfortunately, nowadays, being dumb / retarded is just much more appealing in many ways. Being able to think for yourself is just like taboo nowadays. And it's especially bad if you try and criticize anything, even if you're well-meaning or intended. Instead, you'll just get lambasted and berated on the internet because the world has turned into the most accepting place in the world, and if you say anything bad about the subject matter at hand, you'll be labeled as a hateful person and sent death threats on Twitter, because it's completely acceptable to send gore or CSAM material as a response to any perceived attack on you. The worst types of people have been allowed and enabled to parade their disgusting traits without repercussions. Being a gross, disgusting loser has never been more celebrated in today's age. There are so many retards going out of the way to do the dumbest shit in the world for even the slightest chance to go viral. And the worst part is, the internet continues to enable this behavior because it's funny. I'm not above laughing people doing dumb shit, but when everyone is a retard doing dumb shit just to try and get famous, nobody's a retard. I've seen so many untalented people become famous over the dumbest fucking things. A girl made a pink sauce and not only failed to ship it properly, it failed to disclose ingredients used for the food, failed to safely preserve the food while shipping, failed to work with any food governments over it, and anyone who was dumb enough to eat it got fucking botulism. And so many more incidents I can name from the pink sauce lady. No, but instead of, punishing her for this mistake or trying to help her actually do better, or whatever, she only got bolder and got a lucrative deal. If I remember correctly, she got a 5 to 6 digit fucking deal from some Bufu Egypt company. By the way, she spent it all. Yeah, I haven't heard from her since. Hawk Tua girl. Dog, be so fucking for real right now. She literally got famous because of her iconic Tua's dick sucking joke. That's how she got famous, dude. I fucking hate the internet. The funniest part was actually the crypto rug pull, only to get bailed out by the fucking FBI. And now it's rumored she has a documentary in the room where it's like, what the fuck did you do to earn a documentary? This is the shit. I'm laughing, but this shit actually pisses me off. This is why I hate the phrase, "Oh, just let them get their bag." I fucking despise that phrase. No, it's okay. They can do all the dumbest shit in the world. They can inconvenience people. They can bully people. They can do so many fucking things. But it's okay. They got that bag. They got that bag. Ah! Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh my god. Quit rewarding this retardation. There's so many more interesting people in the world who I believe are way more deserving. No, instead we just reward retards because everyone else is retarded. We can't think critically. We're becoming more and more dumb to the point where we won't even be able to use our self-awareness to figure out what the issue is. Soon, we might not be able to actively tell the difference between reality and AI. Literally, fucking Idiocracy, bro. Idiocracy. Oh, AI video and he used Idiocracy. Oh, my Jesus. Fuck. I apologize. I'm going off topic, but it is relevant. We are too reliant on AI. I can't even say, oh, it's just the younger generation because I'm 40. No. Every game studio, every art studio, all of a sudden within the past 3 months is we need to incorporate AI into our creative visions because making good art is too hard and hiring people costs money. I don't want to pay for the art. I just want it to be, I want it to be made for free and I want it to be sold. I just love generating slop. I love generating slop for consumers. Fuck them. Seriously, how many tweets have you seen? Oh, we're now incorporating 70% of our staff as AI because we're dumb. We're dumb. We're dumb, dude. We don't need people to we don't need people to do all this coding and stuff. We can just have an AI do it. Dog, this wasn't even like a discussion 2 years ago. But now every business is deciding to jump on the AI bandwagon. Like, the largest fucking companies in the world right now are trading like $4 imaginary billion with each other. It's like Nvidia's trading to OpenAI, OpenAI's trading to some other dumb fuck AI, and it just keeps going around. This bubble's about to burst, dude. Like, and also, it doesn't even just stop at art. Everyone nowadays has done like a complete 180 and is like, guys, I don't know how we lived without AI before. Quit treating AI like it's some sort of idol. It's pissing me off how many people are being like so codependent on AI. Humanity has lived and prospered on Earth for thousands of years without AI, and all of a sudden, we get it for like 2 years, and we become fucking crippled. We become codependent on it. Like, I hate this. And let's not, again, forget the major corporations who use AI in their games for profit. I don't care if you use AI in your personal projects, but the moment you start using it for profit is when I have a problem. Let's start with the corporations, as I feel they're easier to begin with. I do not believe any corporation should be allowed to sell a product with AI art. They're so big and massive and have plenty of resources that they should have no issue hiring staff for positions or fucking contract work or commissions. There's absolutely no reason a corporation in the millions or billions in net worth cannot afford a single commission. Not to mention, they use AI as a way to circumvent paying anyone for their work. Oh, but these companies have no fucking issue stealing from other users if they can get away with it. Whether it, allegedly, because even though you get fucking, even if you get caught red-handed, now you still have to say allegedly, otherwise you get sued. Ooh, can't say that. But yeah, no, seriously, I don't like people using AI for money either. There's been a mass influx of AI generated channels on YouTube. You have fucking AI content farms. You have AI shorts with the super blatant and obvious ones like the AI cat and dog stuff. But you have some that are more subtle, like AI users that have shorts channels that all they do is like steal clips from shows, popular shows or whatever at the moment, and then they have AI generate the subtitle, the fucking subtitle text. Maybe they'll zoom in, change the aspect ratio to like 9/16. They'll zoom into the point of interest, have the camera pan slowly left to right, and to top it off, they have some shitty pitched up or down song in the background. Sometimes they're bold enough and they just don't even bother pitching it. They just turn the volume down. Few of them will do a little bit of audio work, add like a little reverb or a little echo. Bonus points if there's a shitty watermark on it. Don't forget they're playing like the surfs of the I am just a fish. Meow, 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 meow. I am just a fish. Like they always have some fucking song, dude. Oh, but wait, didn't you say you didn't mind people using AI subtitles? Oh, but now you do? Uh-huh. Gotcha, bitch. And then I fucking obliterate them with my hands. I don't mind AI subtitles if, and huge if, the content in the video is original. If it's you just using clips from other IPs and not being transformative, then it's a problem, as the only thing you're adding is AI-generated subtitles and anyone can do that. So, like, for me personally, I like Dragon Ball. I've been getting a lot of fucking Dragon Ball shorts in my recommended. And I do watch them because, you know what, I haven't watched DBZ Super, and I kind of want to see the clips. And they all fall under the same fucking thing that I mentioned before, where it's all just a slow pan, left to right. Fucking whoever's talking is talking. I am just a fish. They have a fucking watermark acting like, oh yeah, I did this. I'm the one that did it. I have a problem because you're just fucking using Dragon Ball clips. That's your channel. That's your whole channel. Oh, but what about the people who fast? The people in the past did it because they liked it and did it as a passion. Nowadays, it's about the fucking money. That's the difference, okay? That's the biggest difference. I doubt these shorts people are just making fucking Dragon Ball content just because they purely love Dragon Ball for the love of the game. No. Even if you get like $2 from like a 60 million view thing, that's still $2 richer you are. And especially when they can just pump these fucking things out. They can just pump the output. Humans can't fucking compete. Real creatives cannot compete with that. Okay, no one can compete with that. Only bots and stuff can. God, dude. I hate when AI is used as a substitute for human creativity. I believe the thing that makes us different from all other species is our ability to create complex art that spans decades, centuries, or even millennia past its initial creation. Art, to me, is the human experience painted onto a canvas. The love, the sorrow, the destruction, the creation, the pain, the grief, and there's so much more emotions I could say, and I've only scratched the surface of it. I want to give AI the benefit of the doubt, but I just think people are only going to use it for selfish reasons. Especially our government. But what if I'm not skilled enough to create the art I want? In my honest opinion, it shouldn't exist then. Everyone has dreams. Everyone has visions that they want to see come to fruition. It's not going to be easy, but if you set aside time to eventually try and learn the skills that you're lacking in, you'll eventually be able to create the art that you couldn't. And if you just don't have the time, do a collaboration, work with some friends, make something worthwhile together. Okay? I understand that not all people, like, if you want to make a game, I'm gonna be honest, you're probably not gonna be able to code, make the music, make the programming. Dude, you probably can't do everything all by yourself, depending on the scope of the game, right? There are a few who can, but even then, like, it probably took so much time, effort, and, learning to really get to the point where they are. Like, Toby Fox. Toby Fox is a huge guy in Undertale. How long it took him? How many years to get his foot off the ground? And even when he did, he was afraid. He was telling people, take down the video. I don't want my shit getting seen. And now he's like an indie icon. Okay, if you can't create the art without AI, the art doesn't deserve to exist. That's just how I feel. And if it sounds rough, I'm sorry. I can't draw for shit. And just because I can't draw doesn't mean I'm going to be like, prompt, fat bitches fighting for food. No. I'm going to learn. I'm going to get better. That's what I want to do. That's how I felt about video editing. I didn't remember how to use most of my softwares. So I took the time out of the day to relearn an editing software. I'd done it before, so it came easier to me, but I still had to relearn this, new software with DaVinci, because it's different than After Effects from 2015. Also, there's a funny line where people are like, AI art is a punishment for Twitter artists. Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny joke. I'll give you that. At the end of the day, those are still people who are out there, putting their heart and soul into making some products. Granted, a lot of them kind of fucking suck, but I would rather tolerate doggy doo-doo ass art than constant generated art, constant Ghibli art, constant fake ass art that has nothing to it. Hell, I prefer the Sonichu medallion to anything AI related. Don't give me that fucking medallion. I'm not touching that thing with like a 10-foot pole, but even that has more character and charm than most of the other shit. Oh my god, my throat. To me, the worst thing is if you just give up and just use AI, because why bother? Why bother learning? You're the issue. You're a part of the fucking problem. We've gone on so long without these issues, and now we're just suddenly okay to get rid of a cornerstone of the human experience for money. Grow the fuck up, okay? You're not a corporation. You're some random dickhead who's ruining, who's possibly contributing to fucking the human societal downfall because I can't create shit, so I'm just gonna sell our creativity. It's our one unique thing. It's our one unique thing to us, and you'd rather sell it for money. A lot of these thoughts have been swirling in my head, and I've kind of just been repeating this whole video in my head because, it's something I've been interested in talking about. I feel like I'm a creative person, and even if it might not show all the time, I appreciate the art. I appreciate the arts, and I appreciate the creativity that goes into making these arts. And so I wanted to be angry. I feel like this is something you can't just, oh, no, guys, I have to be neutral. I feel like you have to have a stance on this. Because you're talking about human culture. You can't just fence in on that. And it feels like so many people and creators nowadays are afraid to show their true feelings, and that everything has to be put behind a mask of irony, and people can never express themselves because otherwise they'll get hurt, they'll get bullied, and they'll get clipped on social media. But these same people have no problems revealing and embracing disgusting fetishes, and a whole bunch of other shit. They're willing to sell out everything else, but God forbid they get bullied online. I can learn I can learn. Dude, bro, I'm gonna bring it up, Pyro, bro. What the fuck, man? Orbit size. I'm not even gonna talk about it. But it's okay because it's funny. Chat, wouldn't it be funny if I did this? How about you make your own? You know what? I'm rambling. That's a topic for a different video. If there's a lesson you had to take away from this whole video, it's please create art. Please create art. We really need it right now. We really need to maintain what makes us human. I don't want the world to look back at the history books and see that this was the turning point for when humanity lost its culture and what made it special. So please, create art. And thank you for watching this video.